What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for some trade recaps. We are going to go over my trades on GRTX. I was shortened a bit, and we're going to go over some futures trades from today. So as you can see, we're up 500 in the futures today, and we are decently green, up about just over 50-60 bucks on GRTX here. So you know, it was a nice short this morning. Saw the breakdown of the VWAP. It was actually something that I really, there was really big resistance up at this 10 level. So I was actually really looking to short it, anything above $10, and I just missed it. Like I literally, I just missed it. It sucks because like I literally saw it hit 10, and I went to go hit the button. I was like short, and by the time I went to go send the order, it went all the way back down to like 920, and then it bounced to 950, but then it kept fading. So unfortunately, I had to wait for it to give me some consolidation below the VWAP, and I thought maybe we'd get a bounce, but basically these bounces just turned into huge shorts getting in. So you really didn't have a bounce until around here. But by that time, I'd already taken some profits. I'd already been out of my first trade and then back in again to my second trade. As it's trying to pop up, I'm shorting it into the VWAP. So the volume weighted average price is my area to short. So every time it comes close to the VWAP, the blue line there, I'm shorting. And then I'm waiting for it to dip, and I'm covering as it dips below 9. And then here I'm covering as it dips into the 860, 870s, 860s. And then I waited in this consolidation for it to come back up to the VWAP, and I saw it kind of have this resistance at 869. Started having this double top forming as it popped up, resistance again. So as it popped up again, I shorted it. I started here thinking maybe it was going to fail, and then it popped up. I added and then covered when it failed. Obviously, in hindsight, holding this thing down into the 780s would have been the best. Even from the top here, just holding these shorts. But, this is one of the ways to keep profits, is to take them when they're given to you, and then when you see another opportunity to get back in, in this area here, like I'm taking profits, and then as it's popping back up, I'm shorting it again. So I'm making more profits here than if I just held these shares, right? Because I'm taking the profits and then I'm shorting them again. So that's like 30-60 cents every time, right? So anyway, that was my short on GRTX. It was the only thing I traded today. I thought about shorting Clove. So into these pops, I was looking to short it, but then it kind of kept holding this level. So you really didn't have any real short moves unless you shorted it like the top here and then covered down here. But other than that, you really didn't have a ton of opportunity. So here we're going to we're going to look to, maybe go short on Clove if it breaks below this 1070 level, but it really hasn't shown any weakness, and this has been a stock that has been one of those meme stocks. So the Wall Street bets and all the kind of meme stock traders are pumping this thing up. So you don't really want to be shorting this thing and holding, because it has the tendency to go on big rips. Now, obviously, it's probably going to go back down in the long run, but you don't know when that's going to happen. So you got to kind of take the profits when they're given to you, and you don't really want to be shorting these things too long. I was shorting it for a while, and a couple weeks ago, and I kept getting faked out every time. So it was a while back, yeah, like back then, right? Just tried to short it, kept getting faked out every time. I ended up going long, I think, that day and made some money, but it's one of those stocks that it's very choppy. So if it can break down below 1080, and then 1070, I think it could be a good short opportunity. But for right now, I'm just gonna leave it alone. So on to the futures. So this here, I really was able to make some good money shorting this morning, just seeing this weakness right out the gates and kind of just shorting into these pops. And then I was able to make most of the money actually that I made, so almost double the money that I made off of like less contracts I made right here. So as this shot down and then this green popped up, I was shorting into this 50 moving average here. So I was shorting here, and then as it popped down, I covered. So that was my nicest trade for the day on the futures. Yes, mini. So I'm up 500. Now this isn't real money. This is just the trial account, like you see from Top Step. So this is getting yourself used to the combine, getting yourself in touch. Now, yesterday was a really bad day. I ended up trading when they had earnings come out, or not earnings. When the Fed was speaking though, so we ended up getting this huge rip up, and I was kind of trading around this level here. So I think I was like shorting into this, maybe hoping for a rejection, and it ended up shooting against me. So I ended up losing like a ton. Like one trade I lost like 1,600 or something, and then another trade put me to my max loss for the day. So yesterday was a pretty bad day trading futures, but for so far it's been three really good green days and one really bad red day, which the red day kind of wipes out all the green days. But at the same time, when you look at the overall trades, I'm probably 75% profitable, right? Like 75% of my trades have been wins, but those 25% have been big losses. So just having to cut those losses, that's going to be the big thing. Just cut down your losses, keep your wins the same, but try to stop those big losses. Just you have to have a stop loss, right? Like the problem with one of those is that like it shot up so quick, and I was like, oh, it's going to come back because it's overstretched, but then it's like you can't hope. You gotta once you're down 300, 400, 500, you just gotta cut it. You can make that back, but you don't want to let it snowball into a loss you can't get back from, right? Or that you get cut off, because Top Step will cut you off if you hit your daily max loss. Obviously, this is just a test account, so I didn't get cut off. But if it would have been the actual trading combine, I probably would have been cut off, and I would have had to reapply for the combine, right? So that's why this week I'm just using this simulator. I'm not actually. Plus, I was trading with bigger size because of this account. I have a lot more buying power than the actual trading combine, which is only 30K, and I can only take a maximum of 3 contracts. So I can't really lose, that much in one trade. But still, this is a saying like, dude, you lost so much. It's like we cut you off. Basically, yesterday they cut me off. Like it actually closed my position for me and was like, you're done. So. So that happens, but today I was and actually today I was red because I thought it was going to be a green day actually. So I was going kind of hoping for one of these bounces. I was hoping this would go long, and then I ended up getting caught for a big loss. So I was down like 700 or something, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go with the trend and I'm going to short, and then I was able to make it all back and then some, right? And then this trade here really gave me the rest. So we'll see, and I might make some more trades later on, but obviously, trading during announcements or all that stuff, I know now obviously they restrict you from doing that on Top Step. You're not allowed to trade during those times. So even though I lost that money, if it would have been a real trading, I probably wouldn't have been able to trade during those times anyway, so I wouldn't have lost that amount. So I kind of take yesterday as learning experience, but I don't look at it as something that is consistent or that would happen every day, right? Because that kind of momentum you really only see during earnings or during announcements or during big spikes of volatility. So, but anyway, that's that for that video. For the long, I talked about AMD, the video I talked about yesterday, and AMD kind of sold off again today, and we're back down to this 83 level, which I was saying like anything towards $80, I think you want to be buying up on AMD. That's just me. This is for a long-term hold, obviously, and the other one is NIO. So I'm probably gonna make a video about NIO over the next few days and just talk about how overall trending support on NIO is at $34, $35. So if we get a dip back down into that $34, $35 range in this trending support line, then this is going to be a really good area to go long. But you can see how we're already bouncing down right into this trending support. So we're moving into the moving average. So and the VWAP, which gives you that level of certainty that we're probably going to see a bounce off of this level, right? At least from 39, 38, 75, that area you're probably going to see a bounce, right? So I'm not expecting us to get another big red day on NIO. I'm expecting this to bounce, but if we do get another big red day and it goes down to 35, 36, that's a good area to buy. All right, so that's what I'm looking at for this week. Other than that, the market's still not doing too much, so we're kind of just making what we can. Like I said, today was a pretty decent green day, so I was happy with today, but I'm taking that profits and walking away. I'm probably not going to trade in the afternoon, and if I do, it's going to be very small. It'll probably be to the short side, but I'm not sure yet. But we'll see. Anyway, that's that for that video, guys. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys like NIO? Do you guys like AMD? What do you guys think? You guys have you guys used Top Step? Let me know what you guys think about the futures market, and if you think the S&P is going to continue to go down, or if you think the market's going to bounce. Obviously, we've been on a pretty historic run over the past few months, so market's got to sell off at some point. So it's probably what we're seeing, but we'll see. I'm not expecting a big crash, but who knows? Who knows? That's that. Have a good day, guys. Happy trading.